cabin secure, exit road.
Guess who's back?
Dawn.
It's Dawn. I'm so excited. I keep forgetting that we're like going on this trip right now.
It just seems like nothing because it's down the street.
But literally,
like we're literally gonna be in Mexico.
No, seriously, I didn't even let myself get excited. I was like, we're just going to Cabo, like I'm not that excited.
But she's never been.
I was like bummed out, low-key, that we were going to Cabo. So I'm actually like getting excited. Like it's gonna be fun.
Well,
yeah.
The resort, I've never been to this resort. Every time I go to Cabo, I have a different experience.
Good.
And like it's a different place that I stay. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, there's so much fun.
I'm so hungover right now. So cheers.
Amber doing the most.
If I could have had like maybe 2 more hours of sleep, I would have been okay. But like waking up at 4 is sick.
Let me think. I went to bed at like 8:30. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Okay, 6 hours is doable. I'll be in for a nap. I'll be in for a nap soon. We're so excited.
Need to be prepared.
So I low-key injured myself Friday.
What? Doing what?
I pulled a muscle somehow. Like I was like, girl, I woke up at 2 o'clock today so I could get a video shot. That's so pretty. First shot of the weekend. Cheers. Cheers. We're in Cabo. Morning everyone. It's the next day. We are up and at 'em pretty early actually. It's almost 8 o'clock and we're about to go down and get some coffee, a little breakfast. Hopefully you can hear me with all this wind. Last night was not the best night for me. I ended up getting sick, of course, and we had to cancel our dinner plans and I stayed in bed. It was like super embarrassing. I was kind of upset about it because I don't want to waste my vacay time, but it's okay. I'm definitely feeling better today, and I thought I would just check in with you guys, so come with us for breakfast. Headed for dinner. Gonna go to this little steakhouse and grab some dinner. This is my outfit though. Okay, so here's where the vlog gets a little bit choppy, so I figured I would do some voiceover parts. Here's the outfit I wore for the second night. I loved it. These are Simon Miller pants that I finally got to wear and a top from Meshki. Then this is us at the little Brazilian place. They had lots of protein for us to try. And then after, we went to this really cute little Cirque du Soleil show that was at the resort. It was super fun. Good morning. We ordered the whole menu. We're at breakfast and we got so many delicious things. And a little overboard, but whatever. Vacay. We're sitting at the bar, just having a couple of drinks. I got my favorite basil pina colada. It's basically just a pina colada with blended basil in it. Amber's making fun of me in the back. She was totally just mocking me, talking to you guys about the pina colada, but I've been dying to get my hands on one of these. And it's been a long time since I've had one, so I'm gonna do a taste test. I'm nervous. I hope it's exactly what I remember.
Like a green smoothie.
Just a touch less basil, but yes, it is.
You said it's a lot.
It's like fresh and minty kind of.
I wonder if they did add mint to it.
Very good. Later that day, we just relaxed at the pool all day long. We literally did this on repeat for like 4 days straight. We just sat by the pool, ordered drinks, ordered food, and we enjoyed ourselves definitely. Just wasn't that much to vlog, to be honest. But later that night, we went next door to Nobu. It was stunning. Obviously, the food was so good. This is kind of the intro to their resort. They have these beautiful fireplaces everywhere. It's a really small resort actually, and a very quiet resort. So I'm really glad we didn't end up staying here. I explained that later during our little story time, but with some of the food, it was delicious. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know what that congratulations plate is for. Don't know, don't worry about it, but yeah, little cheeky congratulations in there. I wore this stunning dress by Meshki, so obsessed with it. It was like sexy and sophisticated at the same time, and that was it. Nobu was gorgeous though, highly recommend. The next day I didn't pick up the camera until later that night. Here's us getting ready again. This is our last and final night. We just basically woke up and did the same thing the next day, got ready for dinner, and we wrapped up our trip. Good afternoon, guys. It's our last evening in Cabo. We're gonna get ready and go to dinner. We're gonna go to this like little hibachi place. This is my face for the night. Just put my hair up in a bun. The bun itself is looking a little frizzy, so I'm kind of mad about that. But other than that, it is gonna do for tonight. My hair is just so dry from the sun/pool. So yeah, this is what we're rocking with for tonight. Gonna go change and I'll see you guys for dinner. For our last and final night, we just went on a little sunset walk. We took the drone out. It was super cute. We also did this really fun mojito making class before we went to hibachi. It was really fun. I love the little events and excursions the hotel has for you. The hosts of the class were super fun and I loved that little mojito making class. Then we went over to the hibachi place. At hibachi, so good. Looking at this again just makes me want to eat it so bad. I'm tempted to order some right now actually. It was just so good. Anyway, we enjoyed our hibachi and went to sleep and got up the next day and took a flight home. Back on the flight and ready to head back to LA. Completely forgot to wrap up this vlog. I don't think I have enough footage for a full vlog, but regardless, we had the best time in Cabo. It was super relaxing and fun. This was definitely not one of my usual like travel guide videos. It just was a chill weekend and quite a bit of a vacation for me too, because I got to check out, unlike my other trips where I'm constantly working during the trip. So yeah, it was super nice. Good morning, guys. It is the next day. As you can see, I'm back at home. I totally failed that vlog. That vlog was so chaotic and so random, but I figured you guys might want to see footage instead of not seeing anything at all. So that's why I uploaded. It was just like such a random trip to begin with. I don't even know where to begin. It wasn't even the trip that we intended to go on. It wasn't the trip I intended to plan. It just kind of happened that way. The original place we were supposed to stay, we decided not to stay at last minute. So it was just like a really chaotic trip from the beginning. I keep saying chaotic, but it really wasn't chaotic. It was super chill. It was a nice little getaway. It was nice to have nothing to do, unlike my other trips where I planned like excursions and stuff. It was nice to not have anything to do and just relax and do the same thing, which is chill by the pool. We chilled by the pool for hours every single day and then just got pretty and went to dinner every night, and it was really, really nice. I don't want to make it sound like I'm complaining about the trip because it was nice. It just wasn't what I was looking for. I was actually, I don't even know. I won't even bother you with those details. I didn't mention the hotel at all because I was super disappointed in the hotel. I hated it so much that I didn't even want to mention it in this video, so I'm not going to. But you can probably gather where we stayed if you are familiar with the area. We stayed right next to Nobu. Nobu was really pretty. That's where we were actually going to stay. That's the reason why we decided on even going to Mexico, because we've been wanting to go to that resort, but we decided that it was actually going to be way too quiet there, and it was. It was such a small resort. Nobu, I mean. It was so small and so quiet. We would have been so bored for 4 days, so I'm glad we didn't stay there. We stayed next door and the service was fantastic at both places. All weekend long, the service was fantastic, but the food was disgusting. Not disgusting. The food was not good at all. Like, at all. The drinks were not good. It just wasn't good. Like, it wasn't up to par with what I am used to, but it was fun. But it was pretty funny, though. So we got there, and we met this guy named Greg. Shout out to Greg. I know he's not gonna ever see this, but he was cool. He's from LA as well, and we met this guy in the car on the way there he was staying at the same hotel, he was on the same flight as us, whatever, same age, whatever, and we were just talking, having a good old time, and then this other girl comes in the car, like last minute. The shuttle picked up another person, like at the entrance of the resort. The resort is so big, it's like you have to drive from the entrance to like the actual resort itself. So she hops in, right? And so she's telling us awful news. She's like, the food is terrible, the drinks. We're like, no, that sucks. And she goes, and I don't have a flat iron. She was on her way to Walmart, I think, to get a flat iron. And I was like, dang, they don't have flat irons? Like, because usually hotels, especially if it's like a nice one, they usually have a blow dryer and a flat iron. And she was like, no, they don't have a flat iron, I'm dying. She's like, the Uber is $100 and like, whatever. She's just going on about this flat iron. And my idiotic self, like, I don't know even why I said this, it just was a reflex. I just was like, oh, thank God I brought mine. Like, thank God I brought my flat iron. Like, yeah, girl, that sucks. Like, thank God I brought mine. Like, I don't even know why I said that to begin with, and I should have never said that, but I did. It was just like a reflex. And then she asked me to borrow mine. Speaking of flat irons, and then flat iron my hair. Homegirl, who I've never met before in my life, asked me if she could borrow my flat iron. And what do you even say to that? Like, what do you say? I was like, how we gonna do that? That was my response. I'm like, how we gonna do that? Because how are we gonna do that? Like, the resort is huge. It's like 4 different buildings. And like, girl, I don't even know you. Like, no, you can't borrow my flat iron. Like, what do you mean? Then, this is why I brought up George, little shitster. We ended up hanging out with him several times the whole weekend. He was super fun. But this little instigator, I'm like, oh, how are we gonna do that? And then she like doesn't really respond. So like we kind of let it go, but they're like still talking about it. I'm like, oh, you know, like what you have now is fine. Like I'm trying to deter her because like I'm not letting you borrow my flat iron. I don't even know you. Like how am I gonna get it back? I guess like, if she really wanted to, I really would have like hooked a girl up because I get it. Like if she really needed it, and we could have worked it out somehow, but like it's just a lot to ask a stranger to like borrow their hair utensil, and like I don't know you. Like it's just kind of sanitary purposes. Like, you know, am I crazy? I know I'm not crazy. Like it's a stranger, right? So then George, he goes, if I had a flat iron, I'd let you borrow it. Like, what a little instigating little brat. A little brat. So I gave him a hard time about that the whole time. That was really funny. It was just like a funny story that happened on our way in. I just could not believe that this stranger, hopefully she never sees this, but like, girl, I feel you, because like desperate times call for desperate measures. I totally get it. I just thought that was so funny. So yeah, on the way in, that was a hoot. So that was the first night. Ended up getting sick. Second night, way better. We just went to dinner. It was super chill. As you saw, we went to that Brazilian place. I had some really cute outfits this weekend, and I loved all my outfits, so I'll make sure I link those for you guys. Did go to Nobu the following night, I think. It was gorgeous. It was right on the beach. Food was delicious. Very romantic. They had like all these fireplaces out. Did a whole Q&A yesterday, and I was discussing going on a solo trip. It's really hard to like get your friends or other people to have the same time off as you do, can travel at the same time, can travel in general. Not everybody wants to go on a 12-hour flight across the whole world. Not everybody can afford to, so it's been like really difficult to decide like travel options that are good for everybody, that are easy, that people are actually gonna be game to do like you, and not everybody's about that life. So I've been thinking, I'm like, I just need to solo travel. I need to get the courage and just start solo traveling. I'm on a permanent solo trip like in life when you're single. So if I can do it here in America, I feel like I can do it anywhere. Definitely let me know if you guys have any solo travel tips or websites or anything you can offer. Let me know what your thoughts are. That's it for today's video. I know that was super short and sweet and kind of chaotic and all over the place. Hopefully I was able to wrap it all up and make sense of it all. I was going to literally just not use the footage at all, but I figured you guys might want to see just a little bit of a more casual, just kind of throw together footage. Definitely let me know what you think in the comments down below. Hope you guys are having a great week. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.